Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. It's peak week. We're literally 7 days out, which is absolutely insane. I'm at the shop gym today, kind of traveling to a new gym. They have a posing room here, so we're gonna take advantage. We're gonna do a suit reveal. I also have my posing coach here with me, and we're gonna do a little bit of like do's and don'ts, what changes we're making to our posing. Yeah, but we're talking all things show day and kind of the changes that we're making from our last amateur show to our national show that is in 7 days. So let's go. Okay, here's the queen, Lexi. She's gonna be helping me with posing. She is my posing coach from the beginning, literally. Yeah. For 2 years. She's been my posing coach. I have progressed a lot, I would like to say. But yeah, let's get started. We're gonna show you the suit first, and then she's gonna chit chat about what I need to fix for this show.
Yeah. We're gonna go over kind of why George is looking into a new suit, what changes we're doing to posing, kind of why these things matter, the differences between a pro qualifier and just a regular local or regional show is what we're going to focus on today, and then actually run through some posing drills and see what Georgia deals with. Okay, so as we all know, the iconic red suit from all of Georgia's shows. So the main thing why George is looking into a new suit is kind of back coverage. There's nothing wrong with going with a little more. You're not really going to get marked down, but what we're looking at here was we kind of missed out on some of the glute. So what we're looking for is what I call more of a sweetheart contour. A lot of suit companies call it more of a pro cut, but it varies from suit company to suit company. So you really want to look for something with a moderate amount of coverage. This is okay if you want to just be a little safer with it, but I say about like 1.5 inches of fabric is a good amount. And this just, I felt like, hid some of your glutes. So your new suit.
I got a new suit.
Yes.
Look at the iconic. I'll do a zoom in a second, but do you want to show the bottoms really quickly?
Yeah. So the difference here, we have a bit less coverage. So if we hold them up side by side, you can kind of see there's, I would say, like probably 30% less coverage. But the big thing is there's more of a swoop to the bottom of the back cut. So what it's really going to do is exaggerate the glutes. You don't want anything too small. A lot of girls recently, especially in the pro league, have been marked down because they have like micro thong bikinis. Less is not more. You want something that's enough coverage but flatters your glutes and really accentuates the shape. So talk with whoever's putting together your suit and just make sure you got something that's flattering to you with enough coverage but not too little.
I knew nothing about this. So both of my suits also from Black Ice Bikinis. This is my third suit from them, and they're literally amazing. And I'll just zoom in a second, but basically we did a more like darker iridescent kind of blue, and then they added some purple into it. Maybe one day I know everybody wanted me to wear a purple suit. One day I'll wear a purple suit maybe, but
step by step,
yeah,
closer to purple.
Step by step. But basically, I loved myself in the blue suit, but I wanted something a little bit more royally.
Something darker, because you want a good contrast with the tan. I love the red suit, but I think a lot of the tans you got have been more orange, so it didn't really give enough of that contrast against your physique. So we really want to emphasize that contrast and give you a pop, and I love that with the blue. And so, you know, jazz it up for our first pro qualifier show for you, and yeah,
let's really change it up a little bit. So yeah, that's the differences. I'll do a close-up, and then we're gonna go posing. Okay, she looks beautiful in this light. Wait, let's focus in. I don't know if it'll focus with all the jewels. Oh my gosh, oh, there it goes. So here's a little close-up of what it looks like.
You can see the purple in there right there.
You can see a little bit of purple.
The actual fabric's like a dark indigo.
Wow, and the fabric itself is sparkly, which is really what's giving, that's like the back actual fabric, which I think makes a huge difference. So, let's change. Okay, here's the suit on. Yeah, let's do some poses.
All right, so let's start in our front pose. So do what you were doing at your recent show.
On my recent show, go back.
Yeah, so at a recent show, what we had was really heavy upper body, which is good. She's very well built. That's what we need in the division. But something I really want to diminish here is her triceps so that we get more shape in her shoulder and really emphasize this hourglass here. So, all right, Georgia, what we want to do is we want to bring this elbow for her towards the back of her ribs just a little, but watch that hand to not look too stiff or out of place. So what it does is really brings that rear delt and lateral delt to pop out very well right there. So This is our adjusted front pose, making sure we're not blocking the glute. What you really want to see in bikini is shape. So, okay, let's not lean back, stand up straight. Push into this glute a little more, don't flex. So key in bikini, don't flex anything. You just have to kind of contort your body a lot to make the shapes you want. So what we see here is we see well-rounded delts, a little bit of a V taper into a tight waist, round glutes, a little bit of fullness in the quads and the hamstrings. So let's turn and face the rear. Again, all about shape. Seeing a bit of glutes, bit of delts. So now here in the back pose. So I'm really gonna focus in this back mirror rather than be down there. So what we see is, here we wanna see a little bit of rear delts and nice cuts in the glutes there, and not too much quads. Georgia is very well built, so that's kind of the issue here, is working with her shape to make sure that her legs aren't overpowering any other part of her body. The key with bikini is not to be overpowering, but just to have that nice feminine hourglass shape with feminine muscle. So here, what we're having her do so that we get a little more rear delts. So I'm looking here from just a little below like the judges. So whenever you record, you want to be just below so you see what they're seeing. You don't want to bend over because it's not flattering. You just want a little arch in your back and just gentle push, if any. Georgia, we don't want to push because she's really got well-built legs. So what we're doing this time a little different is we're having her tense her back and bring in her shoulder or her elbows, just to make sure her upper body doesn't overpower with that back that she's built up. So what we see here is we see this nice crowning of the delts, not any crazy striations, hardness, or dryness. We have her hair cover her back because sometimes you just look either, we want a little bit of conditioning, healthy feminine look. So backs typically for women, we get a little leaner there early. So that's why for her, we have her hair down covering her back rather than like in our Instagram posts. So just nice fullness to these shoulders. We don't want the elbows out because it's distracting and it makes the upper body look too big. So we just bring these in, and then the thing with her new suit cut, like we've been talking about, just a little roundness to help the glutes look fuller. You don't want to see your tailbone. That's why super small suits are not better. For her, it was just covering a little bit of glute and we were missing out on some of that shape. So we have this nice sweetheart cut, as I say. So now let's actually get into what we do for like a practice. All right, let's start with a walk from that corner in the middle. We'll just do a quick run through, front, back, walk to back, and go from there. So I'll walk to her if anything, so. Watch that tricep, because from here, straight on, you're angled well. Yep, because I don't see too much of that lower back, but really watch where that arm is for head judge. So I'm gonna be center, so good. You're posed to me well. So number 58, Georgia Daniels. The quad's not too overpowering in the walk, so we're good. And diminish, good. Do the routine like normal. Good. Squeeze. Turn and face the front. Diminish. That'll take a little, but you're getting it well. Overall, like, you're almost pushing a little, so make sure you're up. You're almost doing that where you were tilted over a little like the other day. Good. I like that little bit of abs. Your leg is narrow. That bent leg is narrow. I'd split the difference of what you just did. Thank you. Good. Just roll through that toe when you do it. All right, ladies, please take 3 steps towards that back wall. Please turn and face the front. Turn and face the front. Good. Practice like it's game day. Diminish tricep a little, please. Thank you. Turn and walk it to the front, ladies. Well, don't turn, but walk it to the front line. Yeah, your quads have come down a lot. What? Your quads have come down a lot. Watch that elbow. Yes. Diminish elbow. Thank you. Turn and face the rear, please. Beautiful, beautiful. And squeeze. Yes, ma'am. Squeeze. Thank you. All right, ladies, please take 3 steps towards that back wall. Boom, boom. That looks smoother. Yeah, we'll have to watch for that right arm. It's like it's your balance. I think you're more comfortable stepping with the left, but that looked a lot better. Watch that tricep. There we go. Boom. All right, ladies, turn and face that rear wall, please. Good breathing. And squeeze. Good. I'm not gonna cover your glute at all, so there's no risk of that because it perfectly hits in where your waist goes. I'm so pumped. You look awesome. Okay, that was a good practice.
So, feeling good. Obviously, this is like halfway through the day. I'm like through 3 of my meals, so get hype. We're still a little fluffy, but feeling good. I definitely feel like my waist and my legs are definitely diminishing after like, well, in a good way, not in a bad way. Yeah, I feel like we're leaning out good.
Yeah, quads are diminishing because you've built up so much with how you lift, so the quads are not becoming as dominant, but your glute separation is coming in. It looked really good, especially when you got in the right light, because that's kind of the key of seeing what show day will look like dead on. So
legit. So let's get it good. So honestly, feeling good. My feedback obviously was, like I said last time, to kind of get that like quad separation and like glute separation that we are starting to get in the right lighting, which is a step towards the right direction. But yeah, so feeling pretty good. That's the posing so far. We'll chit chat a little bit more and then I'll say bye. Overall, feeling really, really good and excited. I know a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, you're doing 2 weeks between your shows. So I know it's not too much time between them, but honestly, like this is, like I said in the last video, the important one for me. So I'm excited to bring something crazy. We're aiming for first call outs, just making some waves. Then we're gonna talk to the head judge and see what she has to say. Depending on how I do, I might do a 3rd show. But the goal is we're gonna bring the best we've got for this next show and see what they have to freaking say. I like the shape of the suit better. I feel like I'm coming in better. And honestly, like the best we can do is bring our best, and I think that's exactly what we've done. So I'll see you again probably and literally tomorrow after I post this video, and it'll be like a day in the life and what I eat in a day. So this is a more informational video. Hope you loved it. If you have any more questions, like informational wise, and you want me to do more videos like this, like with my coach, with my posing coach, let me know because we got you. Okay, have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your night whenever you're watching this, and love y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. As always, talk to you later.